Let me tell you, my Black Friday plans are very adult and fucking annoying. Yeah. Trying to see if I can get my dryer replaced. Taking the day off from work. I mean, same. There's 3 things I'm looking at. Getting my dryer replaced. Possibly getting a food processor. And one other thing. It's on a list somewhere. Yeah, stuff like that still gets discounts pretty often because they're not like they're not marked up as hard.
Taiga-san!
どうしたいきなり。
俺今日タイガさんが話してるの聞いてて、それでこれだけは伝えなくちゃって。
Hopefully. I'm hoping for it for you to see.
何の話だ？
俺もひばりさんの足いいと思います。
Latest Alchemist episode? No, not yet. I caught all the way. I caught almost all the way up to Villainous. I'm taming the final boss. And I am 1 or 2 episodes away from finishing My Master Has No Tail. I watched a lot of wrestling since Friday. Like upwards of 13 hours of wrestling this weekend. From Friday, from talking to you guys on Friday, I watched upwards of 13 hours of wrestling. Hey, Happy Face. I'm doing pretty well. Hope you are too.
俺は素足もいいと思うんですけど、やっぱりヒールのある靴を履いてるとグッとくるんです。それから
I do have to do my government mandated family my government mandated what's that called, family gathering for Thanksgiving, and I swear to God, if it gets any better, if it's any more than 2 fucking hours, I'm gonna make such a big fucking scene that nobody will want to see me ever again.
Taigaさん、俺の話聞いてます？
え、ああ、おう。
本当ですか？ぼーっとしてニヤニヤして。
Yeah, I have to decide what I'm making tomorrow, basically, because I have to make something for the people. I might so I made a French onion green bean casserole for my sister's Friendsgiving. So I might give that another shot because I did almost everything perfect except for not make enough cream. I didn't make enough cream. And it's because I was being a lazy, dumb piece of shit, and I made the roux in a skillet instead of making it in a saucepan. And I was like, I made roux, right? I made about 2 tablespoons of roux. or, you know, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. And I looked through and I went, yeah, that's about enough. And I was nowhere near fucking enough, basically. And it's because I just, like, it looked like it's all spread out on a fucking skillet. I couldn't see how much it was instead of it being in a saucepan. So, yeah, I might try to give it another go. That was my first time making a green bean casserole. I might give that another shot. I also might try to do some, just like, speaking of Vicky walking in there, hope you're having a good Tuesday. I might just do some, like, some crushed potatoes, as well, which I've been meaning to do. But, every time I buy that fucking bag of assorted potatoes, I never forget. I always fucking forget. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm making for the family, but I hope it's good enough, that everybody leaves me the fuck alone after they eat it. Let me tell you folks, I don't want to be around my family, my non-immediate family, more than, I want to. Anyone have a good tamale hookup? Oh, I should actually, I have a Mexican restaurant next to where I live that's, like, really run, like, by like proper Mexican restaurant. I might see if they sell, tortillas and tamales. That'd be really nice. We could have our own feast. We're maybe one day. More likely for Christmas for me than it is to be for Thanksgiving, since I don't do Thanksgiving is like Arabs only co-opted Thanksgiving because we're all fat pieces of shit. We all just decided that we just wanted to celebrate the holiday that was about food and not really give a fuck what it means to do that. Dude, the Arabs are like, hey, you know what? We all have heart problems, but let's get at that red meat again. Which is a true statement, by the way. A lot of Arabs have heart problems because they don't know how to stop eating fucking red meat. Thankfully, I actually really like cooking with chicken. I think I might soon try to make the jump into buying whole chickens. But I need a meat cleaver first. But I kind of want to, because I'm realizing more and like I kind of want the freedom that it is to you know, get something like a whole chicken. You can get a whole chicken for like $4. And then you get, like, you know, all of the pieces. You just have to do a little bit of extra work. You know? And it's not so bad once you get used to it, right? Yeah, rice doesn't help either. Rice is big in Arabic cuisine as well. Especially, I made a post about this. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys, so stop me if I have. But Arabic food is really, really based around sharing it with others. So very commonly, it's a lot of food that could be made, you know, in great amounts, which means rice, because you can always make more rice. And rice always stays, you know, 1 or 2 days afterwards, right? So. Yep. Arabs. Yeah, that's Arabs in a nutshell, that video. Or that little thread. Yeah, Barry, but that sounds like fucking fantastic, no?
タイガ、
Oh my god, baby Taiga.
おめでとう。はいこれ。
Really? I'm being surprised. Even as somebody who hasn't had a lot of pork in his life, developing my taste for pork has been a really long process. But it's, you know, I find things like I had a like, you know, starting out with butadons, which are just delicious in general. Like every now and then, like I just realize, like, hey, there's this thing that makes me really like more pork stuff. But I won't really be able to explore that as long as I still live with my family.
神様にお祈りするときに使うものよ。あなたたちが10歳になったら渡しているの。何を大切にすべきか理解できる年齢だから。
Art in this game is just stupid pretty. I do. I've developed tastes over time, though. I've acquired tastes, so I usually don't mind to attempt to acquire tastes. I just realized very recently, I acquired a taste for
もらえない。
どうして？
for pickles, which is really interesting because I had pickles. I disliked pickles when I was really young, and pickles normally came in shawarma when you used to get it, and
それでも構わないわ。
so
これはね、神様に
I
おめだけじゃなく、
used to get it without pickles, but pickles is pretty core, right? Usually shawarma is made very simply. It's just made with pita, garlic paste, the meat itself, and some pickles.
家族。
I used to just get it without pickles. But anytime my family would go get it without me, like let's say they're gonna go bring home 3 or 4, like, you know, wraps of shawarma, they would never take the pickles out. Because within my 29 years of being alive in this fucking household, not once have they ever remembered my order for literally anything ever.
そう。ここにいる子は
So
家族。
I just,
血のつながり
you know,
は
you like 10 years into your life of fucking picking pickles out of a sandwich, you just get fucking sick of it.
タイガが持っていてくれたら嬉しい。
So, because, you know, you tell them, hey, you know, I want shawarma. They're like, cool. You fucking unwrap the shawarma. You bite into it. Ah, sick. There's a fucking pickle in there. Every single time.
なんかそれいいな。すごくいい。
Oh my god, look at him.
よく見たらなんかかっこいいし。わかった。もらっとく。
So, you know, very recently, not too long ago, actually, my sister brought home some bread and butter pickles. And she opened it right in front of me, and she took one off. She bit into it, and like I went for it for like pure shock factor alone, because my whole family knows I don't like pickles, right? And I just went, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it, right? And like nonchalantly just like put it in my mouth and ate it. And my sister looks at me and she goes, what the fuck? And like I'm doing this for an act, but like halfway through like eating it, I'm like, you know, this isn't so bad. I kind of like this actually. And my sister is just like, what the fuck is that? And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I've liked pickles for a while. Completely like, that was definitely the first time I decided in my head that I liked pickles. But like, you know, to them, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I've been doing this for a while now. I know you guys haven't been paying attention. No, so I haven't, so it might be that, yeah, see, I don't think I like, I think I still don't like dill. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it again yet. But honestly, I started just taking bits and pieces of pickles. Just because like I felt like it was necessary for me as a person who's trying to develop into being a cook to get those palettes in my head, even if I didn't like them. So it's like, even if I don't like this taste, I should know what it tastes like so that I could pair it up better with other stuff as well. So I know what kind of pickles work best with what kind of sandwiches, right? I'm going to do like this this over like I think 2 days ago, I made some what I called kebab burgers, which is not the first time in the world everybody's done from it, but I was really happy because I came up with some dumb stupid idea and I made it happen, and it was the kebab burgers, and it's literally just doing a 50-50 beef lamb mix with kebab seasoning inside of it into the meat, and then a little bit of like sprinkle seasoning on top of very smoky seasoning called samag. It was really good, and then I put it with garlic paste and some pickles, and ended up being like really fucking good. I was so surprised. And then like, you know, I realized, but like we only had bread and butter pickles on there. Usually what you put on shawarma and kebabs or stuff like that is usually either it comes with a side of pickled turnips, or usually a tomato on the grill. Usually not a grilled tomato. Usually what it is that they take a whole tomato and they just put it on the grill, and they put it next to the kebab so that it gets, you know, the tomato itself will get nice and soft, and it'll have this really nice texture to it. But also the tomato juice will seep down onto the coals or the heat, hit the coals, steam up, and then that flavoring will be in the smoke as it goes back up through the what's it called? Through the meat. So, sorry. Food talk is quite common. Especially, you know, now I'm thinking about it because I have to come up with something to eat. Anyway, so yeah, talk about pickled beets. I am definitely gonna try to do something like that next time I try to make the burgers. Try to try my best. It was really cool because it was the first time I ever made, like, if you go look up like kebab burgers, you'll find stuff on the internet, but like I didn't do it myself. That was the first time I made something that like felt like from scratch, you know, like that was like, this is my idea in my recipe sort of thing. Because I came up with doing the 50-50 meat lamb. I came up with what seasonings to choose. I came up with what to use onto the burger, what it gets accompanied with. Like, I made all those decisions without like looking up a recipe. That made me really happy because that's how I play video games. That's how I play video games. I go look at something and I go, hey, can I do that really dumb thing? And then I go try it out, and if it doesn't work, you go, oh, cool. And if it does work out, like, you're like, yeah, this is great. And I'll say it one more time, yeah, that was awesome. Thank you, Vicky, for the gifted sub. You're too nice. Listen, need recipes to deal with milk and cooking. I kind of think same for me as well, actually. After fucking up the amount of cream that I made, I kind of want to go back and try to give it another go. Send the burgers to Oakland, please. I will one day. Two things I need to make better. One, I need to make the garlic paste better. I made the garlic paste pretty rudimentary and it didn't get as pasty as I would like. But I did put a little bit of lime in it to like sort of give it a different tangy flavor than normal garlic paste, and I thought it did a really good. I thought it added a lot to the burger. And but that's why I'm also searching for a food processor, because I don't have a food processor. The other thing I want to do is I just got an immersion blender because I saw it at Costco and I impulse buyed when I shouldn't have, because I don't have enough money to do that sort of shit. But I want to try to make I want to try to make tikka. I want to try to make tikka masala. Because my one problem with trying to make tikka was that I wanted to make something that looked like a recipe, like a restaurant's tikka masala, but I didn't want to pour the whole fucking thing into the blender. That sounded annoying. Oh, so Deceit, I used bread and butter pickles for the burgers, but I would prefer if I used Arab style pickles, which I don't know. I don't know enough about pickles to say. Cat, I am currently running into that problem right now. Because as I store my small blender and my big blender and my immersion blender that also comes as a hand blender, and I store my big mixer, I try to realize which one of these things actually deserves counter space and which needs to be put back. So, that's something I might do. That's a project for next year, actually. 2023 is definitely my project for getting more organized and more creatively organized in the kitchen. It's either that or like just throw everything in the garage somewhere. Well, yeah, that's what I want to do.
危うく知らねえとこに置き去りにされそうだったのを助けてもらったわけ。同じ国のやつでもいろんな人間がいるもんだな。
Yeah, so does my immersion blender. But I have the I need a hand mixer. Would probably be really nice. Mari Kondo of the year. Yeah, I might because I really want to. I feel like I can get, if I get a little bit more creative and I think about it a little bit more, like I literally just like sit in my kitchen for like an hour maybe and think about how I want to do something. I think I might be able to be creative enough to get more space out of my kitchen.
なんだ、つまんなかったか今回の話。
いや、そうではない。ちょっと思うところがあって。
Yeah, the KitchenAid. I have a KitchenAid stand mixer too because it was my mom's birthday present. No, my sister's birthday present. 5-6 years ago, because she's into baking more than cooking.
うちの孫娘ももっと広い世界を知ればよいのに。
And yeah, so we have that. So I haven't used it once, but it makes me want to use it. I kind of want to make pizza dough. Because my sister bought some like pre-made pizza dough that actually ended up going it was pretty good actually for pre-made pizza dough. Kind of made me want to try to make pizza dough myself.
いつものことじゃ。わしが良かれと思って言ったことにツンツン反発しよって。たまには出れれば良いものを。
ツンデレなんてどこで覚えた？ああ、でもどうせじいさんだって厳しいことばっか言ったんだろ。 そっちこそたまには出れてやった
Oh,
ら
I'm
どう？
sorry. That sounds awful, Elba.
わしはあの小娘のことを思って、難しいの。
ま、今度孫と会うときには頑張って出れてみろや。一応応援しとく。
I kind of want to
考えておいてやる。
I kind of want to upgrade our rice cooker, but I get such a fucking unnecessarily like prideful boast out of making good rice from a pot.
とに偉そうなんだからや。
Like completely unnecessarily. Like I am like every time I make good rice out of a pot, I'm like I'm so fucking nice. Even though it's not hard and not difficult, but the fact that I didn't use a machine to make it makes me happy for some dumb reason.
偉いんだからしょうがなかろう。
Yeah, we lost a lot because we also moved that same way, basically. Very sudden, very fast. A lot of stuff is basically crammed into weird spaces because of that. So hopefully 2023 is me getting that fixed. He wasn't always the best influence. Yeah. "2023 is my year of my room organization." Yeah, I might have to extend into that too. But definitely,
ああ、じいさん。
頼みがある。
definitely something I have to think about when the year turns around.
何かあったの？
ひばりに断れない筋の見合い話が来た。それを破談にしたい。
ちょっと待てよ。破談って。相手はそんなやばいやつなのか？
いや、条件だけ見れば申し分のない男じゃな。
Barry, you're stronger than me. I would probably just get something done, like already completed, and just put it up.
な
Just
らなんで
cannot bother with that crap.
理由はまあ、いろいろあるが、
Yeah, that's a very unmanly thing to say.
最終的にはわしが嫌だからじゃ。
It's an IKEA bookshelf, then, well, Yeah, I know, but like, I actually do like doing like woodworking stuff. I just don't have the tools for it anymore. So I'm losing the savviness. Fuck is my whatever. I showed you guys my stool. My stool, not my poop. A foldable stool that I made.
縁談を避けるために策を練った。
God, why would that word be both things? It's fucking terrible.
あれ自身に選ばせる。
Oh, please don't. It's stream's gonna get flagged for something else. Okay, I'll go grab it really quick after the streams after we're
同居
hit our mark.
孫女子高生だろ？いいのかよ。
Good, actually.
そこで有能な見張り役が必要での。そこで有能な見張り役。
2回言わなくてもいいっつの。つまり、俺にやれってか。はあ、わかったよ。
おお、そうか。それでこそわしが見込んだ男じゃ。
Oh my god. So I had to look up what it is. Yeah, kind of. So we don't necessarily do that specifically, right? So what we kind of do, we have some dishes that do like crispy rice basically. Sorry, I tried to look up what no, crap. Hold on. Sorry. I didn't mean to delete it outright. My bad. Just try to get it from being pinned. Sorry, I've never done anything like that. That was an accident. Anyway, the point being is that we do something like that, but not exactly that. That's more Persian cuisine, even though it's like Persian and especially Iraqi, where my family's from Iraq.
Huh?
Iraqi and Persian cuisine are very, very close to one another, obviously, because of geography. And we do something similar, but not quite. A lot of the times when we do like really like cooked rice or like burnt rice, we usually do it on top of making something else. So what we do is we usually, like, let's say make rice for something, and then we will burn the bottom end of the rice, and then so we would have like this set of rice that is like a little bit, you know, crispy, and usually break it up and put it into with our normal food with our rice, and that way you have like little pieces of your rice that are a little bit crunchy, or it adds a little bit of a different like you know, palate? No, what's the word for it? Consistency, basically. There is a dish my mom has made once that is pretty similar to this, but I haven't had it very often. The crisp rice. Partly because saffron's very expensive, and that's usually the core part of it. But also because it's just like, you know, one of those things. Yeah, to see, crap. I asked my friend, because I was doing some Japanese practice with my friend, and I was writing to her. I was like, we had made rice for lunch, and we made it with, I had made fried rice for breakfast. And what I do when I make fried rice for breakfast, I actually do something pretty similar, even in the skillet. I'll put some extra oil on the bottom, and I'll let it cook a little bit more on the bottom so that it gets a little bit crispy, and then that way there's a little bit crispy bits in the fried rice. And I was trying to explain my process, and I forgot she brought up the name for it, and I just don't remember what it was. So I have to go back. Koge? Koge? Sorry, the exclamation point looks so close to an L. Koge. Oh, okay. I don't think that's the word that she used, but that I'll go. What's it called? That's very nice. I need to do that more often. It's just like transfer all of my cooking stuff into Japanese and try to recreate all of the recipes that I already do know by heart into Japanese. But yeah, that's a really fun thing I do with my fried rice, because it's just, you know, my style.
教育的指導をしてやるつもりで好きにやるがよい。
This is diabolical.
いい薬じゃ。
I really do think that if they made an anime out of this show or this game, it would have to be Taiga's route. It's just it's so far just getting it's so well put together.
タイガ、お前はあくまで監視役。うっかりあの小娘とそういう仲になってもわしは構わんからな。男を見せるのじゃぞタイガ。もしお前がわしの孫になる日が来たら指さして笑ってやるからの。
Oh my fucking god! What? What kind of old fucker says something like that? I'll welcome you into our family with open arms, but then I'll fucking make fun of you because you fell in love. What an asshole.
じいさん、まさかこうなること分かってたわけじゃねえよな。くそ、それはそれだ。
See if I can find it. Ugh.
しょうがねえ。お嬢には悪いが、こうなった以上監視役なんてしてらんねえしな。動くぞ。
What did I call it? I like tried to make up my own word for it. Because I couldn't figure it out. What did I? Kari kari itame gohan? Is that what I said? I don't fucking remember. I don't remember. I think it was like a wonderful thing about learning languages is you just make shit up on the fly. You just fucking hope that somebody understands you. See, this is the pacing that I expected from Shion's route. Is you get to around the end of board 2 and you get the big twist, right? And the big twist is he admits it. He's like, "Well, I like you. There, you happy?" And she goes, "No." Kind of. Doki Doki Taimu. Yeah. These two have like literally just the whole thing has been completely summarized with just them blushing. It's so funny. One of them is like, fuck, I guess I like you. And the other one's like, does he really like me? He literally, like, Habari is like, literally, he's literally told you, I can't believe it, but I actually like you, and I think you're cute. And she goes, fuck, I don't know if he likes me.
しっかりしなさいよ、私。
ひばり様、そろそろ朝食をとっていただかないとお時間が。
わかった、今行きます。
よろしくお願いいたします。では、私は車の用意を。
The only thing I wanted to add to this story that they may or may not add as they go along is the very big possibility that Kasuga and Taiga already know each other.
Yes.
Because they've both worked very closely with Grandpa Tojo.
Hibari-san, ohayou gozaimasu.
Can't believe this dude said he was like, yeah, you know, if you fell in love with her, I wouldn't mind. I would love to have you in our family. You know, before I fucking pointed and laughed at your stupid ass.
おはよう。今日も君は眩しいね。少しだけ待っていて。今。
タイガさんは？
多分まだ寝てると思いますよ。タイガさん、本当にお寝坊ですよね。
Like, Kuso GG is like extra Kuso in this one.
あれ？なんだか残念そう。
何言ってるの？私は別にそんなこと。
お待たせ、ひばりさん。さ、座って。
Yeah, it's such a crazy line. Like this guy is he is the head of a huge fucking corporation in this world, and he just like points and laughs at like some orphan kid he's taking a fancy to.
おいしい。
おかわりは2皿分しかないからな。
Only? He really does need his fun.
そんな。
He genuinely likes Taiga. Like, he genuinely thinks he's a very, like, he's a person worth keeping around in his life. Even if he finds it fun to himself, he's just like, this kid's good and he deserves it. But, like Kuso Gigi's, like, never going to give up an opportunity to get a smile out of himself, which I think is a very funny trait to have for such an old character. Such an old and rich character. I hope to have that attitude when I grow old. It'll be less it'll be less less funny because I'll be broke, but you know.
どうしたお嬢。
なんでも？別に何でもありませんけど。
ほら、一夜さん、ひばりさんも足りないって不満みたいですよ。
それはちょっと違うと思うけど。でも今日はなんか変だね。どうかしたのかな？
別に何でもありません。私のことは放っておいて。何？
いや、なんでも。今日も
ああ。
何よりだと思っただけ。
大丈夫ですか、ひばりさん。
I know Taiga's saying that just to tease her, but like he's gonna walk around the corner and he's be like, fuck, she was actually cute today. God damn it.
ごめんなさい。
ああ、大丈夫か、お嬢。悪かった。そこまで意識してると思わなかったからよ。
意識なんかしてないわよ。勝手なこと言わないで。
God, Saki Fujita's doing such a good job in this route too, of just playing the character so flustered.
一夜さん、那枝君、片付けさせちゃってごめん。私もう出なきゃいけないから、ごちそうさま、行ってきます。
一体何が
さあ
Oh, you guys are idiots.
私は意識なんかしてない。タイガさんは意識なんかしてない。何も意識なんかしてない。
They are our idiots for sure.
ただいま。
ああ、お疲れさん。ちょうどよかったな。さっき一夜のケーキが焼き上がったとこだ。
遠慮します。ダイエット中だから。
おい。
She is not doing well. She's not doing well. She's really like fucking 2 seconds away from him being like, it's okay, I'll imagine him in his underwear. Oh crap, he's hot. Very bold. You know? Even with the introduction of a phone in the game, I didn't expect a booty text. Oh, Habara, you idiot. You don't respond. You just show up late.
お邪魔します。
なんだよ、よそよそしいな。前は我が物顔で入っ。
そうだった？
まあいいか。とりあえず適当に座ってくれ。
Stupid sexy Flanders.
お茶飲むか？下から持ってきたペットボトルだけど。
いただきます。待ってるって言うから来たんだけど。
I need to make myself some tea actually. I got some like oolong. I should use that. I should should make some tea on the side.
まあただの世間話するために呼んだわけじゃねえしな。お嬢こそ俺に何か言いたいことねえの？
私？
無言で百面相すんのやめろ。笑っていいとこじゃねえと思っても面白すぎて笑えてくる。はあ、とにわかりやすくて参っちまうな。ま、あんなこと言われたらそりゃ意識もするわな。慣れてねえお嬢なら余計だ。
そうよ、当たり前よ。仕方ないでしょ、あんな意識してないし。
いや、もういいから。分かってるから何も言うな。
避けちゃってごめんなさい。どうしたらいいのかわからなくて気まずいし。
She is so fucking uncool in this route. It's
いい
crazy.
って分かってるっつったろ。でもまあ 俺もこのままじゃいろいろまずいと思ってさ、ここらではっきりさせとくべきかなって。
はっきり？
うやむやにしといても気持ち悪いだろ。だから言っとくな。
ちょっと待って。
俺はお嬢のこと女としていいと思ってる。そういう目で見てる。
That's it. GG's.
けど、お嬢も知ってるように、俺はあくまで監視役としてここにいる。そんな気持ちは立場上よろしくないわけだ。だから、監視役、一時放棄することにした。
は？
他の奴らとのことを見守ってる暇あったら、ぶっちゃけ俺がお嬢を。
Oh, there you go. There it is.
あいつらの誘いを断る口実になるんじゃなく、堂々とデートに誘いたいし、一緒にいる時間もガンガン。
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
タイガさん？
そんで、どんどん距離詰めてって、お嬢に俺のこといい男だって思わせる。
ちょっと。
そんでもし、お嬢が俺に本気になったら、その時は。とりあえず、じいさんに頭下げ
Oh
に行く。
God. Can you imagine? I know it probably has to happen, but like, I'm just imagining like Taiga shows up with Habari and they say, we're gonna get married for reals, and fucking Grandpa Tojo just hits the floor fucking laughing as hard as possible.
何も考えてないんじゃない？
いや、だってよ、大事だろ。
Like Taiga would expect it, but Habari would be like, what the f-?
それ以前にもっと大事にしなきゃいけないことがあるでしょ？
例えばお嬢の気持ちとか。
そうよ、私の。
前にも言ったけどさ、お嬢は怒らせた時の方が素直なんだよな。
もうふざけてる場合じゃ。
ふざけてねえし、マジに言ってる。与えられた役目を放棄してでも手に入れたいと思った。無茶なこと言ってんのは百も承知だ。それでも自分の気持ちに嘘はつけねえし。
You can do both. Technically,
俺なりに出した結論がこれだ。
technically getting her to fall in love with you does do both.
お嬢が俺に懐いてきたのは、俺が監視役で他の奴らみたいに本気で口説く気がない。この間俺が言ったことでだいぶ意識はしてくれたっぽいけど、それだって兄貴みたいに思ってたのが急に男の顔されて戸惑っただけとも言えるんじゃね。
それ
免疫ねえからな、お嬢は。そういうの時間かかるんだろう、多分。
バカにしてる？
いや、大事にしてる。
No, he's actually like being really nice right now, which is really funny. Like he's like purposely saying like, I might have like, given the situations, I might have deceived you. And I feel like that is unfair, so I am making a conscious effort to tell you this is the way that it is now. And that way you can change, you know, however you feel about me or whatever based on that.
ま、そういう感じだろうからさ。俺が急に好きだ、結婚してくれとか言ったところで困るだろう。だいたい俺だってまだ自覚したばっかで、そこまでの覚悟ができてるかどうか怪しいとこあるしな。
はあ？
取り繕っても仕方ねえしな。だからさっきの提案は俺のためでもあるんだよ。俺もお嬢も立場とか今までの関係とか一旦全部リセットして、ただの男と女としてお互いを見てさ、本気になれるかどうかを考えるってわけ。
Oh my god. Does he really like me? Goes through this whole fucking mess about being like, yeah, I really like you, so, but I feel like that I might have been unfair to you, so I'm going to like roll it back. Even like before that, he was like literally like just fucking held her like 2 inches away from his face and just went, I like you. It's pissing me off that I like you. Like third time around, Habari's like, crap, I don't know if he likes me or not.
もしお嬢が俺のことなんて考えるような
So do you like me or do you like me like me?
潔く監視役の立場に徹する。だけど少しは悩む気持ちがあるならしばらく俺の提案に乗っかってみねえか。その結果やっぱ違うって話になっても俺は一切文句言わねえ。お嬢の出した答えを受け入れる。どうだ。
わかった。どうすればいいのかまだわからん。
そっか、サンキューなお嬢。はあ、いったいった。これでもう後には戻れねえな。言っとくが、今日からの俺は本気だぜ。ガンガン
Romance the hell out of you.
覚悟しとけよ、お嬢。絶対にお前を落とす。もっとがっつり意識させて、お嬢には俺にメロメロになってもらわなきゃな。
メロメロって。
ツンツンする気にもなれねえくらいにな。いや、あれはあれで可愛いけど。
そういうこと言わないで。
バカ、むしろそういうことしか言わねえ。くどいてんだからね。
まだどうなるかなんてわからないんだから。
ああ、腕が鳴るってもんだ。これから目いっぱい楽しい。
I'd say this poor girl too if she wasn't doing it to herself. She's literally been doing this to herself the entire time. She's just so bad at this. Alright, this will probably carry us over 5, so we'll just do whatever this one is. What caused her to turn out like this? Partly being sheltered and partly the Doki Dokis.
よし、まだバレてねえな。走るぞ、お嬢。
We're sneaking out! Let's go! So it's kind of weird, right? We kind of don't know what her entire situation is, why she's in Grandpa's care to begin with, right? What happened to her parents? Why is she the heir? Or maybe this happened in the common round. I don't fucking remember anymore. But either way, it doesn't seem like yeah, that sounds like some final route shit, right? Anywho, it does sound like that, like yeah, I forgot what the common route covered as well. So it's very likely that, like, you know, he hadn't actually had a lot of interaction with Habari beforehand. We'll see. And part of me thinks he's... I kind of really wish there was a little bit more of that, like a little bit more of Grandpa Tojo in Habari's life within the story. This is as close as we kind of get to it. This and Nayatsu's route. But I wish it was a little bit more still. Like, seeing Grandpa Tojo's side of, like, dealing with this issue would be really funny. And seeing a little bit from Taiga's side was nice, right? Being like, yeah, I kind of have, like, no clue what I'm doing.
それなりに楽しいもんだぜ。
だからって。
I have no clue what I'm doing, but it's gonna be fucking funny regardless of what
パ
happens.
ッと思い
So,
つくのは
you know, let's just
カラ
do
オ
it.
ケかボーリングか、あとはゲーセンとかか。
ゲーセンってゲームセンター？ダメよ、不良のたまり場じゃない。
Oh
不良の
man.
たまり場ってお嬢、一体いつの時代の人間だ？よっしゃ、じゃあゲーセンにするか。
はあ？なんで今の話の流れでそうなるの？
That's exactly why.
考えんなって。さ、まずは電車だ。移動すんぞ。
Oh god. Star Dogs.
ねえ、本当に行くの？
心配しなくてもお嬢が心配してるような場所じゃねえから安心しろって。
でも
ほらほら、歩け歩け。
Kind of. Depending if you're that, like, not able to do anything.
な、全然危なくねえだろ。
ええ。
Damn of depravity.
タイガさん、あれって。
Whoa, what's that over there?
ああ、クレーンゲームだな。上にアームがぶら下がってるだろ。あれを操作して下の景品を掴んで落とす。
あれ、景品なのね。じゃあ、欲しい
Oh
ものをもら
no.
えるとは限ら
The
ない。
classic.
ま、そうだな。
そう、
気になるか？
別に。どんなものかと思っただけ。
ま、デートって言えばあれも定番か。けど定番なぞるだけじゃ面白くねえ。てわけで、お嬢が今日挑戦するのは
あれは？
いわゆる格ゲーだな。説明するより実際やった方が早い。あ、じゃあこの椅子に座ってみな。で、金はそこに入れて。
Rude. Very rude.
今、小銭持ってない。
Does this machine take 10,000 yen bills?
じゃあ両替にも挑戦だ。駅で切符を買うのとはまたシステムが違うからな。あそこの両替機に札を入れれば100円玉にしてもらえる。
わかった。行ってくる。
She's gonna put 10,000 yen in there and then fucking come back with like 100 coins, right?
くれぐれも注意しろよ。
その手にはもう乗りません。
That's really funny. Oh, that's really funny. You imagine telling somebody that the big red machine on the fucking coin operation dispatch is like, yeah, don't press that. It'll make everything explode. You just freak the fuck out. Even if you're not gonna press it. Telling somebody to play a fighting game for the first time at their arcade is like a very mean thing, especially if you know how to play.
お、出だしはいい感じじゃねえか。お嬢、隙作らねえようにボタン連打だ。
Yeah, hit the fierce, that's the one that does the most damage.
こっちの攻撃が弾き返されちゃうの。
一旦離れてコマンド使え。
コマンドってな。
下右斜め右下上上左2回のレバー半回転だ。
Down, down, right, right, down, up. What the? Is that an actual input for something? That sounds like some like input for some like old game that I don't remember. There's been some weird fucking inputs before. Yeah, 23628. I don't know. I don't know. Like, dude, kids don't remember the pretzel input anymore. I practiced that for a very long time because I played Geese.
まあ初めてならこんなもんなら。 もう一回やるか？
いいわ。リベンジしてや
Oh,
ろう
that's
じゃない
good.
一緒にしないで。それじゃ行くわよ。
負けず嫌いなところはじいさんそっくりだな。
Yeah, up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
お、うまいじゃねえか。
これくらい余裕よ。
Yeah, fighting games are stress relief until you deal with some dumb bullshit and makes you lose your mind for a little bit.
あ、じゃあいいセンスしてるぜ。初プレイにしちゃ上出来だ。
これくらい慣れれば簡単よ。
She is right. That's how fighting games work. Yeah, it's been a long time for me too.
ねえ、別のキャラクターが出てきたけど。
ああ、勝ったからもうワンプレイできるってことだ。続けるか？
そうね。もう一戦ぐらいなら。
And this is how Hibari became one of the best fighting game players in Japan. The end.
お嬢、焦んな。落ち着け。
あ、わかってるわよ。ああ、でも。
慌てんなって。相手のリズムに乗りゃ。って聞こえてねえか。
Bad it is. Hibari goes into pro gaming. Oh god.
あのな、お嬢。
Oh no, the classic. Oh, Hibari's face is so good. This route fucking rules.
な、このタイミングだ。わかったか？たく見てなかったのかよ。いいか、もう一回やるから見とけ。
That'd be a really funny bad ending. Instead of the bad ending just being like, you know, kind of like the worst thing that could happen or something like that, it's just something like completely like inconsequential. Like, yeah, she goes to completely ignore Taiga and then goes into pro gaming, becomes a fucking, you know, superstar. Never falls in love, but you know, now she's rich. Well, I guess she's already rich. Basically Cupid Parasite endings. Oh, that's funny. That's good. I like stuff like that. As long as it's not random, I'm pretty happy.
だいぶ相手の体力もなくなったな。あと何発か当てりゃ勝てそうだが。
No bad endings, just alternate good endings.
こういうのは大体ピンチになると。
Just so you look call them like romantic and non-romantic endings at that point, right? Which is pretty fair.
いいか、今のが回避。お嬢、耳真っ
Oh no.
なんだ、もしかして照れてんのか？
An indie one? That's pretty sick.
違います。
おっと、ちゃんと操作しねえと負けるぞ。
Don't turn your back onto the opponent. There's a quite
さあさあ、ゲームに集中しろ。
how's it shoot? They might be playing Tekken. I might be reading too much into them just doing dumb bullshit. Yeah, Voldo, like it might actually be like a Bandai Namco fighting game like Soul Calibur or Tekken.
いいわ、見てなさい。
Because 23628 could be considered a motion that you can use for crouch canceling moves. You used to do something like that in order to get instant Northern Cross. I know I'm speaking gibberish at this point, but yeah. Now my expertise finally played. Yeah, a lot of the 3D games had forced back turn or had the ability to give somebody's back. Most of the 2D games don't have the ability to do that, except for like 1 or 2 characters.
おお、マジで勝っちまいやがった。
Technically, Kim had the ability to do that. Kim Kapwan in some KOF games, because going into Stomp or some other moves puts you into back turn stance.
ねえ、ちゃんと見てた？
But it was more like
バッチリだったでしょ？
it was more of like a Taekwondo thing where it's like right foot forward
ギ
instead.
リギリまで引きつけ
Sort
て
of thing.
技を出したから向こうはなすすべもなかったわ。コマンドはまだよくわからないけど、勘でやってもなんとかなるも
There
の
you
で。
go. You don't need
相手
combo
を吹っ飛ば
Sabari.
した時
Good
は
shit.
快感だったわ。
大興奮だな、お嬢。そんなに気に入ったか？
まあ、悪くないと思う。
素直じゃねえ
Look at her, she's so
どうす
happy.
る？
They're
も
so
う一回やるか？
happy.
それもいいけど、他のゲームも少し気になるし。
おなんだよ、急に立ち上がって。びっくりすんだろ。
It's a really, really good CG. It's super fucking cute.
こっちこそ、いつまでもあんな至近距離で通報するわよ。
The only I wasn't very good at Soul
わかんねえんだ
Calibur,
よ。お嬢の照れ隠しはいちいち過激だな。
but I got the high level concepts down for Tekken. I was just never very good at implementing them.
照れてるんじゃなくて抗議してるの。
Yeah, I tried Soul Calibur for a bit. Unfortunately, the only thing that stopped me from playing it more is probably the online being pretty poor.
はいはい、わかった。
But it was fun.
じゃあ、初の格ゲーで見事勝利したお嬢に褒美取ってきてやるから、それで許せ。
褒美？
何かは後のお楽しみってやつだ。
I played
そこのベンチで待ってるよ。すぐ戻る。
I played Shanghua. That was my preferred character in that game. I only played for a little bit, so I never got to develop, wanting to learn a bunch of other characters. But when I played 6 for a little bit, Shanghua was really fun. She had a lot of really interesting ways to play, and I never really played elusive characters like that before, so it was really fun. I think if I were to try again, I would probably still try to play her. But if it was 6, I'd probably try to play Halmar, because they put him in that game from Sam Show. Talim's sick. I love Tonfa's, so that would be really fun. Tira, right? Tira's the character with the ring or ring blade. That has the pseudo
お待たせ。ほれ。
pseudo RNG. Yeah, I would want to learn her too, because in 6 she had this mechanic where it's that if she churned 8 times, she got into a different mode. And I thought that was a pretty neat mechanic. You basically had to have the ability to basically either get space to churn yourself or hit enough combos to get that to turn. It was 6 or 8, I forgot, but I thought it was a pretty neat way to play the character.
お嬢のゲーセンデビュー記念だな。
Yeah, I would say 6 was a good game though.
がっつり遊んだな。
It was a good game.
お嬢、疲れてねえか？
Should say is a good
平
game.
気。急に走り出されたりしなければ、私だってこれくらい歩けるわ。
ねえ荷物な。まあそれならいいんだけどよ。どうだった？いろいろ言ったけど、気に入ったとこはあったか？
どこも新鮮だったけど、やっぱり一番意外で印象的だったのはゲーセンかしら。行ってみないと何も知らないままだった。
Man, I remember when that argument that like arcades bring in delinquents and shit like that was used against the arcade that I went to.
だろ生きてりゃ誰だってストレスはたまる。
They're trying to keeping it.
大事
They're
なのは
trying to
発
keep
散
it
の
from
仕方
getting
だ。
opened up somewhere, reopened somewhere else, and they were just like basically saying like, yeah, fuck, arcades are just like dens of delinquents and drugs and bad things would happen. And
そういう
like,
時に必要なのが
I was like,
手軽に遊べる娯楽
no, I
施
went
設
there
なん
when
だ
I was 17, and I met some very kind people who got me very inspired to play fighting games and definitely not do drugs.
なんとなくわかるわ。
Every one of them was just like, hey, do you want to play fighting games? And every now and then they're like, hey, do you want to get food? And
貧しくて治安の悪い国ほ
that
ど
was it.
娯楽施設は大盛況だ。
Developed more from there, I guess. Oh, that sounds odd. That sounds awful, Hellboy. I'm sorry. Winners don't use drugs. Winners do use drugs, but
バカな政治
they
家
didn't
が
do
娯
it.
楽禁止法案なんて出
They
して
didn't try to get you
暴動が
involved
起きた
because
こ
of
とだって
fighting
あるん
games
だぜ。
or being in the arcade. They were more just like, hey, we're smoking here. Do you want some? No? Alright, cool. That's it.
ねえ、海外に行くときっていつもどれくらいの期間を取ってるの？
I've been offered many a drugs very
そう
kindly.
だな。長い時は半年とか
Very, very kindly.
半年も？
滞在費は全部現地調達だからな。バイトしたり、飯屋の親父と仲良くなって皿洗いの代わりに食わせてもらったり。移動は基本ヒッチハイクだしな。
ということは語学も堪能なの？
Absolutely not.
んなもんボディーランゲージだよ。嬉しい時は笑うし、切れた時はそういう顔する。言葉よりも伝わるぜ。そうやって現地で何が流行ってるとか、どんな娯楽が流行ってんのかを俺は肌で感じてきた。
Yeah, I really didn't start going to arcades on my own until it was like first one I went to it I was like 16 or something like that. So I don't really have any of those like old school arcade memories, I should say, because oh god, did I get a lot of pushback from my
俺が
family
そんなことできてんのも
about going
全
to
部じいさん
arcades.
の
Holy
おかげ
shit.
だけどね。
Pretty much every I was pretty much going to arcades since I was 18 up until I left for college. And let me tell you, like the 3 years that was, a little bit more like 4 years,
じいさまの？
was fucking hell with my family. Oh my
俺
god.
の旅費を援助してくれてるのはじいさんだぜ。
They were thinking like I was being out like fucking doing crime or some shit. I was literally sitting in a room with a bunch of other fucking nerds over an Xbox playing video games. Once to 3 times a week.
しかも対価は土産話だけっつう破格の条件。
My kid told me he was
それが
doing that. I'd be like, all right, don't get into a car accident, have fun, fucking know where the drugs are coming from if you choose to do it. Because hey, guess what? I fucking did worse things before that.
そういや俺の土産話聞いてどっかの娯楽チェーンに投資始めてたな。人が集まる場所には娯楽が必要不可欠だ。じいさんはそこに可能性を感じたのかもな。
タイガさんもその事業の手伝いをしてるの？
Yeah, don't die, Elise.
なわけねえだろ。
Just tell me where you're
俺は
going.
土産
Don't
話
die,
をしてい
Elise.
くつか質問に答えただけ。
Going to this place? Cool. I swear to God, kid, if you fucking die, you're gonna cost me so much money. It's gonna piss me off.
少し タイガさんが羨ましい。
あ
Not even that. I'm literally just talking about like, hey, if you leave that place and go somewhere else, and I won't be able to easily find it, just tell me. You don't even have to send me the fucking address. Just be like, hey, I'm not gonna be at the place I said before. Cool, no worries.
タイガさんにとってはただの雑談でも、おじい様はその話に価値を見出してる。きっとそれだけタイガさんの目を信用しているんだと思うわ。私には無理なことよ。
な、大げさな。俺はただ好き勝手やってるだけだって。
もし他の誰かが同じことをしても、おじい様の目には止まらないと思う。タイガさんが見て、経験して、感じたことに価値があるのよ。きっと。
Oh my god. It was the opposite for me, Barry. When I went out, I'd get a fucking text message like literally every hour. I've been telling my family for like since I was 18 years old that things happen when they happen. I do not like giving times. I do not like saying, hey, I'm going to go out now and leave now, because guess what? Shit happens, and sometimes I want to stay a little bit later. I want to leave a little bit earlier or something like that, right? So fucking, you know, like just get a text at like 12, hey, when are you coming home? 1, get calls. If I don't answer the call, I'm gonna get like 3 other calls. Just make going out really just fucking annoying. But I liked video games so much. I like playing fighting games so much that I just didn't care.
俺から見たらただの孫バカだからな、あのじいさんは。
Yeah, my parents would be like, we're just worried. My mom anyway. My mom would be like, we're fucking worried sick. What if something happened? I was like, if something happened, then you sitting at home being worried as shit isn't gonna do anything. Let me tell you, if I get into an accident, they're gonna fucking call you and they're gonna let you know. Yeah, that's like, I didn't go anywhere. Fuck, the farthest I went was like, I went 6 stores down from the arcade to the pizza place that would sell like fucking $7 like personal pizzas that were like 10 inches. They were like cheap as shit, and I used to get them before the arcade would start its tournament, because I just shove one down my throat so I wouldn't be hungry for the rest of the day.
なんか変な話になっちまったな。ま、何事も経験ってのは事実だ。今日も楽しめたみたいだし、そのうちまたどっか連れてってやるよ。
You say like, oh, you'll understand when you get older, and I'm like, I don't know if I will.
もちろん。
I'm not like that with my sisters. As long as my sisters are like, much rather tell me if you're coming home for dinner or not. Only time I'm gonna get worried is that if I don't know when you're gonna... You leave and don't say you're not coming back, and then, like, it's been, like, a full day. Right? If, like, let's say you go to work, and, like, I wake up the next day, and I go, oh, she's not back. Then, you know, there's something to worry about, right?
楽しそうですね。何かいいことでもありましたか?
My mom is a no news is good news person. My dad is not. Yeah, my dad, no, like, for better or for worse, literally never gave a single fuck about when I went out or not. Just like, at some point I just stopped asking for his. Well, I mean, I was caring less and less about what he thought about me, because he was being more and more of a shithead as I got older. But yeah, I would tell my dad, like, before then, I'd just tell him, like, hey, I wanted to do this, and they'd be like, alright, whatever. He'd be really annoying sometimes, but other times he'd be kind of normal. Oh my god, I can't wait till Costa would be like, don't go to arcades.
強しなきゃ。
Underbelly of the world lives there. He's definitely planning on gaslighting, that's for damn sure. That was a really cute node.
たまに妙な視線を感じるんだよね。恋の行方は
Oops.
君し
しっかり覚えとけよ。テストに出るぜ。
No longer breast man. Cleared! It's good to hear. Oh. Why is there so much gaslighting in this game? Because everybody wants something. What was I gonna say? But yeah. Hey, Lion, how's it going? We're still here, kind of. We get a little bit wrapping up. I hope you're having a good day, though. Sorry. To be honest, you didn't miss much of anything. I played this game slow as shit today, and we talked like 45 minutes about food and wrestling, so... Got to say hi. Well, hi. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. And you'll get me to hear that we will be playing on Friday.